Hey, and welcome to my second tier list video on Minecraft mobs. My first tier list video was on COD Zombies maps. Today I'm ranking every mob in Minecraft as of 1.19. I believe this is absolutely every mob in the game. I feel like this is less, but anyways, even if it isn't, I can redo the video sometime in the future. But I'm just gonna do this one today, and I have them ranked from S, A, B, C, D, E, and F. I'll pretty much rank everything this way. It's just my favorite way of ranking stuff. And yeah, let's get started. So we have the cow. The cow is a pretty good mob. It's not incredible by any means, but it can give you leather, which is pretty good for making books, which is good for making bookshelves. So they're kind of good to farm if you don't have a fully upgraded enchantment table. So I'd probably stick them in B, but I feel like that's a little high. You know, I'm gonna stick it in B for now. Um, Actually no, I'm putting it in C for now. C for cow, makes sense. Now next is the sheep. I really like sheep, even though they're not technically as useful as cows. I'm gonna put it above the cow because I love the fact that you can dye it so many different colored wool, and you can just get every single colored sheep in the game and just farm all their wool and get like loads of different colors. So I think that's really cool. If you like building stuff with different colors, that is. Although wool can be set on fire, so that is one con compared to concrete or terracotta. But still, I like sheep. Next is the fox. The fox, I don't know. Um, I rarely ever encounter them. Like, I think the grand total time I've ever spent interacting with foxes in Minecraft, at least in survival, is probably 20 minutes. I've only ever seen one holding a stick or especially red berries. I don't know how useful they really are, but they haven't been that useful to me. They can hold like one item. So they're kind of a useless mob, but they're not bad. So I'm actually going to put in E just because they've never helped me before, so I don't really have a reason to put them any higher. Next is the bat. Uh, I I think I'll just put them in F tier. Like, I know they don't make the game harder, but they're completely useless. They do nothing. But I think I'll change my mind and actually put it here in E because the only purpose I guess they really serve is to make caves feel a little more alive. So that's the only thing keeping it out of F. Right, next is the chicken. Chickens are alright. Um, they give you feathers, I suppose, which are good for arrows, but they're also a good source of food. So I'm gonna put them here because food is good. Right, what do we have next? We have the fish. Um, I don't know if it's talking about the actual mob because I assume so, because you know what the image is showing me. But oh, I see another fish here. That's cod and then salmon. Uh, I guess it's just talking about the actual mob. I mean, I suppose because it's a mob list. But I really like fish when I'm fishing normally because it's a great way to get food. I wouldn't say it's incredibly fast, but if you're starting a brand new world and you even just get 2 string from a spider on your first night, you can basically just keep fishing and fishing, and you get loads of food, and you get other items like enchanted books. But the actual mob itself, I don't know. I'm gonna put it in D tier just because they're kind of awkward to get. They do give you food, but they're just really awkward to hunt, essentially. Okay, the ocelot. I remember first finding one of these and was like, what? Because I had an older version of Minecraft before, and I never updated it, and I finally did once I got internet access, because this was in 2015 when I first gained internet access, and prior to that, I didn't. I couldn't update the game, basically, so I was kind of just stuck with the update I had, but then when I updated the game, I found ocelots, and was like, whoa, they're so cool. Although I rarely ever use them, but that's the thing, they're really good for keeping away creepers. So I'd probably stick them in B. I won't put them in A just yet because I feel like they can be a bit annoying when they sit on your chests and that and you can't open them. So I think B is okay, but I'd consider them a high B, low A. Right, next is the pig. Um, Out of all of these, I feel like it's the worst because cows drop leather, sheep drop wool, chickens drop feathers, but pigs just drop meat. But they are still a good source of food. So I'm going to put them below the chicken. Yeah, that makes sense. Snow golems next. These are just kind of a really handy mob, really easy to make, great way to get loads of snow, but snow isn't the most useful thing ever. I personally consider ice to be a lot more useful if you're making redstone, contraptions or whatever. But I think I'll stick it in D because it's good, but I don't think it's the best mob ever. Okay, rabbits. The only really good thing about rabbits is they give you a rabbit's foot, which is used for jump boost, but that potion isn't exactly the best. Like, I wouldn't really ever think of a time I need to use it, but it's still something you can get from the rabbit, and you also get food too. I might just stick it here. I've noticed a lot of the mobs where you get food, they're all in C tier. Anyway, next is the salmon fish. Again, it's just going to be right beside cod because it's essentially the same. Come on. There you go. Right, mushroom. I used to think these were the best mob in the game back in the day because I used to use them for infinite food. I thought they were overpowered. Now I think they're nowhere near that because you can get loads of mushroom stew and pretty much unlimited, but it only takes up one slot in your inventory, so it's kind of just meh. So it makes them abundant, but they are cool. So, I don't know. Probably going to stick it in D because they're at least quite a useful mob. Like, they pretty much give you free food. Okay, squids. I like squids because they give you black dye or ink sacs or whatever. Kind of both, pretty much. Which is very useful for, dyeing anything. So, this is a hard one, actually. I am going to put it just below the sheep. I think that makes sense. Right, the strider. I think I've only ever used these once, and they are really good, but just I've no experience with them, so I wouldn't really know. But from what I know about them, they are quite a useful mob. Like, they can really help you out, especially in the nether. So I'm actually going to stick it right up here behind the ocelot. Right, next are all the tropical fish. These are really cool, but they're kind of useless. So I'm going to stick them here. Like, they are really cool, but I'm ranking them in terms of how good all these mobs are. So, sorry, if this was a beautiful mobs tier list, those tropical fish would probably be an S. Alright, the turtles. What are these guys useful for again? Because I don't think I've ever... Oh no, I have encountered these in survival, but it's been an incredibly long time since I have. I know they lay eggs that take forever to hatch, but what do turtles actually do? Oh, they give you that turtle shell head thing. Yeah, with the... So you can breathe underwater and stuff. Okay, that's actually an incredible feature, especially for me, because I'm a Bedrock player. I mean, I play Legacy Edition as well, but I don't play Java. And in Java, you can use doors and stuff to make you breathe underwater, but you can't do that on Bedrock. So being able to just breathe underwater is just so good. I think that's very, very useful. So I'm actually putting them all the way in A tier. I know, shocking. Okay, villager. I don't even think... No, what? Where was the rabbit? It was here. Villager, you're going in S tier. That's no hesitation. Best mob in the game. Best mob in the game, in my opinion. I absolutely love villagers. You can just get so much from them. If you can make you can make the villager a zombie, and then you heal the villager, and then turn it into a zombie again. And you can do it over and over again with like a Fletcher. And you can get it to the stage where instead of trading 32 sticks for an emerald, you can trade 1 stick for an emerald. And that's insane. You can just get so many emeralds. Like, it's just infinite. You can get redstone, which is, in a way, it's technically not a renewable source, but with villagers, it is renewable. They're just crazy. Villagers are... I don't know how you couldn't like villagers. Well, if I were to rank these mobs in, like, the update before villagers could trade, they'd literally be at the bottom. Like, they'd be completely pointless. But it's funny how they went from F tier to S tier just straight away. Okay, allays. I've never seen these yet, because I haven't played much Minecraft since the update, but I also don't know why it says GIF on it, but I don't know how useful these actually are. What do they I honestly don't know what they really do. I only have a tier with like a question mark for mobs I don't really get, but all I know is it just holds items for you, which the fox kind of does as well, but I'm going to put it just above the fox because it's cooler. But literally just above the fox. Okay, the wandering trader. I would put this in F. I actually would. But the only reason it's going in E is because on me and my friend's main survival world, I'm not joking. We were looking for a single cactus for an unbelievably long time. I eventually myself one day hopped into the world and just searched and searched and searched and searched for actual hours. Couldn't find anything. Not a single cactus. Kept seeing sugar canes thinking it was cactus. Oh my god. I hate that. It was like a mirage. But then a wandering trader came in clutch one day and said, "Oh, you can have one cactus if you give me 3 emeralds." I bought 3 cactus. So I spent 9 emeralds on the cactus. It was worth every penny because I couldn't find anywhere else. And guess what? Not a few moments later, but a few days later, I then went to explore in one direction that I don't think I went in before. Found a cactus within 5 minutes. I was like, great. That's great. But still, at least I got them sooner rather than later because I wanted to get. Well, I didn't. Jesus, I can't speak. I already have the achievement where you collect every coloured wool, but my friend didn't. So I wanted to help him get that achievement. So, you need cactus for green dye. So that's why I was trying to do it. I went through so much to get all that. Okay, pufferfish. I was about to just say, oh, these are bad, but I mean, are they really bad? I know they can give you nausea and stuff. What are they really useful for again? Is it water breathing? I believe it is. I feel like I should know if what the potion they give me because I'm just making guesses here. But if they do water breathing, oh, this is a hard one actually. Ooh, maybe here because water breathing's really good, but then again, the turtle just dwarfs water breathing because like the turtle shell is just you can just breathe underwater. Whew, this is a hard one actually. I really don't know where to put this. I'm just gonna leave a. Yeah, no. Oh my god, I'm so indecisive. I'm gonna put it there. Alright, next one. Axolotl. I hate to say this, but these are kind of a pointless mob, if I'll be honest. The only time I plan to get these is when I want to collect them, because I want to collect one of every mob in the game. But axolotls are kind of pointless. They don't do anything at all. Like, at all. They don't even drop anything when killed. They don't do anything to help you. They're just kind of there, right? Are they actually pointless? Hold on. I need to actually check if they have some sort of a use. Okay, my bad. I'm glad I did my research there. The axolotls can attack. I don't know why. I just thought they couldn't attack. Just because I have one axolotl in my house. But it just kind of sits there in one spot. Because I can't really go anywhere. So it doesn't really have the opportunity to fight. So I will give it some credit. Since it can attack, which is quite useful. And it can play dead, which is kind of cool. But it can't give you food either, so I'm not going to put it too high. Yeah, I'm putting a lot of things in C. And I also checked that turtle shells don't give you infinite water breathing. It's for 10 seconds. So this is going way down. Come on. Move. Oh, wait, but you can get the other potion that makes you really strong and really slow. The Turtle Master potion, which is actually kind of good. I think it's a very good potion, so I'm actually just bringing it down to B, so it actually hasn't went down too far. I'm trying to think, should I put a higher above here? Yeah, that looks a bit better. Okay, the glow squid. I feel like this is a tiny bit cooler than the regular squid, but at the same time, I like getting black dye, so sorry, glow squid, you're just right behind the regular squid. Right, next is the donkey, which I was going to put below the horse, because the horse is up next, but donkeys can have chests on them, but horses can still jump higher and run faster on average, so it kind of balances them both out. I don't know where to put this. It's quite a good mob. It's good for traveling. I'm going to put it here. I think it's pretty solid B tier mob. Nothing has been an A tier yet. Wow. Well, it's time for the horse to join the A tier for the first time. Yep, I am putting the horse all the way in A. I think it's an incredible mob for traveling. Some people might put it in lower. I feel like if I'm going to look at other people's tier list, I'm probably going to put the horse lower. But the thing is, I'm not really much of an elytra user because, I've literally, I've been to the end, but I've never been to end cities in survival legitimately. I know. I've been playing Minecraft since 2015, and I have still never went to the end legitimately. I have an end portal in my world, I just have never entered it before. But that just gives me a reason to have the horse up so high, and I like naming my horse Tesco, and I just think it's such a useful mob. I think it's really good, and unlike elytras, horses don't break. I know they can die, but they don't break. I just personally think they're a really good mob, so I'm going to actually change my mind and put it down to B. I don't know, just the last second I suddenly thought, you know what? I think I'm a bit crazy putting it up that high. Their horses aren't that great. Okay, mules. I'd say I'll put it below donkeys, just because I think donkeys are a little cooler. But as far as I'm concerned, mules and donkeys are kind of the same, I think. Well, now we've got the cat, or the tamed ocelot, I guess, but just a regular cat. I suppose it's pretty much the exact same as an ocelot. It just looks different. It does look cooler though, in my opinion, so I'm gonna put it above it because I mean they're technically the same, but I prefer the cat. Okay, next is the parrot. What do parrots actually do? Or just expect me to have mobs that don't really serve a purpose to be ranked kind of low, even if they're really cool, just because I think some of these mobs are really cool, like the ones you can just kind of keep as pets, but I want something that's really useful because I'm mainly a survival player, so I want all I can get. I know that sounds greedy, but I'm not putting the part in F tier. Don't worry. It's still gonna be low though. Here maybe. It is quite a cool mob, but it's not that useful. Yeah, I'm actually sticking in D tier. They're quite cool, but I don't know. Feed them cookies and they'll die. No, that's a terrible reason to put them in D tier. A better reason would be they're just not that useful. They're cool, but no thanks. Okay, the skeleton horse. This is really cool. I think the skeleton horse is like a pretty cool mob. I don't know where I'd rank this. I just did a little bit of research that skeleton horses are actually really, really fast. And I used to think you didn't need a saddle to ride them, but I was looking now. I don't know if it was the most reliable website in the world, but it was telling me you do need a saddle to ride on skeleton horses. So correct me if that's wrong or not, but if so, I'm definitely ranking it above all because it is the fastest. It also looks the coolest, so easily puts it at the top. Yeah, this is the website here, digminecraft.com. This is the one I was looking at. It says here you need a saddle. So I don't know if that's true or not. I think so, has to be, but I swear you could ride on a skeleton horse without a saddle. Anyway, let's continue because there's still so many mobs to go. Yet this definitely has to be every mob in Minecraft. I thought it wasn't at first, but nah, it definitely feels like it now. Okay, dolphins. They are kind of useful. They can give you that kind of swimming ability, which is cool. It's useful enough, so I'll definitely put up here because it can really help you if you're building like these cool swimming tunnels. I was watching SB737 on his hardcore series. He was using dolphins and I think soul sand to make this tunnel that you can go through really, really fast. So at least they're good for a really weirdly specific purpose, but still a really cool purpose nonetheless. So I don't know. Because the purpose it's just so weird. So it's not anything like the average casual player would do, but because like I'm quite a casual Minecraft player, but I'd still rank it high-ish because it's still a really cool thing you can do anyway with it. So I'm gonna leave it in C for now because I still think that's very useful. Next is the polar bear. Um, I don't know. They only really drop fish and they're kind of annoying and loud and they look cool. They're like, whenever you go near them, they're not really like they're a cool mob, but they really do nothing at all. I'm actually gonna stick in E tier, And I'm going to put the allay above these. Actually, oh, I might change them. I'm going to put the allay up here, actually. And I'm going to put the fox up here. Okay, that looks, oh no, what did I just switch? Oh no, oh, it was the bunny. No, where was that before? That was here, wasn't it? That looks right to me, I think. Ah well, it's close enough. It's not like suddenly said mob is just in like a completely different tier altogether, like going from S to F. Whatever. Moving on, we have the llama. Another rideable mob. I'm probably gonna put it near these horses and stuff. I'm gonna put it right here because it can do everything the mule and the donkey can do, but you can also put a carpet on it, which immediately just makes it a little bit better. But I don't think it can hold as much inventory space, so I'd nearly put it down. But they can both still hold storage, and you can kind of customize your llama more to your kind of personal liking. I suppose it has a bit of customization, so that will bring it up a bit for me. So I think that is definitely a reasonable spot to put it. Next, we have the panda. Ooh, I already said polar bear. The panda. They're quite a cool mob, but they do nothing. They actually do nothing. They're cool though. They are cool. So I'm putting them up there. And the polar bears. I don't believe I'm doing this. They're just so useless. They do nothing. Okay, I'll put it here at least. I definitely know some things will be ending up in F tier. Maybe not many, but don't worry. Every tier will be filled up with at least one mob. Yes, even A tier. Next are the dogs. Okay. Quite a useful mob. Definitely everyone has at least tamed a dog at least once in their time playing Minecraft. Yeah, it's very good for defending you. Oh, I don't know where to put this. Because it's a really useful mob, but it's nothing groundbreaking. So I will put it. This is a tough one actually. I'm gonna put it right here. I think that's a fair spot. Just above the horses and stuff, but below the cats and the turtle, because the cats actually completely scare away the creepers, but whereas the dog would still probably try to attack it, but the creeper, won't be scared. So just I'd rather have a pet that gets the creepers running away than one that kind of just attacks whichever, personally. But I don't prefer the cats over the dogs by a huge margin by any means, but I still prefer the cats in Minecraft. Okay, bees. I like bees. They're really cool. And they get you honey and give you honey blocks, which is a pretty nice item. And for that, I'm going to put them up here in C tier. They're not like my favorite mob by any means, but they're still really cool. And I like honey. In real life too. Oh, the Iron Golem. This is another mob that will actually be going in S tier. Yep. Not as close as the villager, but it will go in S tier. The reason it's so high is because you can farm Iron Golems to get pretty much unlimited iron and poppies. I built an iron farm in my world a few months ago. Still going strong. It's so useful. I absolutely love it. It's just such a good way to get iron without having to mine all of it, and it's pretty much a renewable way to get it. So that's why I have such respect for the golems. They're just such a good mob, and they're good for defending. They're so strong. Okay, goats. Other than the fact that there's a screaming goat and they give you goat horns, if there were just regular goats with no screamers and no goat horns, I'd rank them pretty low. But the goat horns at least do something, I guess. They're quite cool. The screamer's kind of funny. I'm going to try and get one of them. The only problem is I wish the screamer looked a bit different than regular goats, so you'd know which one's which. So I'm going to put the goat up here. I feel like D's pretty reasonable for the goat anyway. Okay, spiders. they give you string, which give you fishing rods. Fishing rods are one of my favorite tools actually to use in the game. So I'm gonna rank this pretty high. Oh no, where did I put my cow? No. Right, anyway, I'm gonna put the spider in A. Yeah, first mob to go in A tier. You wouldn't believe it. I actually think spiders are that good. But weirdly enough, cave spiders, I'm definitely gonna rank them lower just because it's always the regular spiders that will give you string first for fishing rods, not the cave spiders. Those are the ones that poison you. Those things are evil. So they're definitely being ranked a bit lower, but they do still give you string. But at the same time, at that point, the first time you ever meet a cave spider, you basically already have string at that stage, unless you somehow haven't killed a spider. So it's kind of a hard one actually, but I'm actually going to put it. Oh, putting it here. Yeah, look at that. Look at the difference. You've probably never seen that before. Most people probably put them right beside each other. I'm just making assumptions now. Okay, Enderman. Brilliant for Ender Pearls and Eyes of Ender. Very useful mob. They have a lot of HP though. But I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it up here actually. Because Ender Pearls are just epic. They're such a cool item. And of course, without them you wouldn't be able to visit the end. So I have a lot of respect for them. Next is the Piglins, or formerly the Zombie Pigmen. I'm actually putting these in the S tier. Yeah, all the way up. They give you gold, and you can make an incredible gold farm with them and all these other Piglin guys, I believe. Gold, gold, gold for days. And the trading as well. All these guys are going in S. S, 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 S. Oh, the Evoker. I thought it was going to have more nether mobs, but I actually looked again and they're actually a bit further down. I might do all these nether mobs first. So these Hoglins and Zoglins, I believe that's what they're called. This one's a Hoglin and this one's a Zoglin. They both give you, cooked pork, I believe, when they're killed. I think it's only when they're burnt though. Like some other foods in Minecraft, or most regular mobs that drop food, they have to be burnt to death for their meat to be cooked. But these guys can give you a lot of food if you farm them correctly, but at the same time, it's not that necessary. Like, you can always get other food real easy by completely just other means. My god, my English, I apologize. I'm kind of tired. I don't know why I'm recording now, but I just want to do this video. I'm going to look back at this video and be like, why did I record? But I know I'm not going to regret it. Anyway, I believe these are the traders. These are the guys that get angry at you when you're not wearing gold, aren't they? These guys trade. Trading is cool too. I don't think they drop gold though. I'm going to check. It appears to me that the brutes do not drop gold when they die. So that's definitely going to bring them down a little bit. These can be quite an annoying mob. I mean, they live up to their name. They are quite brutal. Yeah, this bad boy's going down. Yeah. I wouldn't put him too low though, because you can trade with him, right? Oh, now I need to check if I can trade with this guy. Well, you can. I don't need to check. I know that you can trade with them. Anyway, Evoker. God damn, it took me a long time to get to this guy. Let's see. Oh wait, actually, no, what? What you call it? The Evoker. This guy's going all the way at the top. He can give you totems of undying, which basically means you can just never die if you get loads of totems. So instantly all the way at the top. Now the Vindicators, these guys are really good for emeralds. So I'm gonna put them up quite high, but I actually won't put them in S tier. I'm gonna put them in A, above the spider, because the spider is going down to B, but the Vindicators give you emeralds. The villagers can also give you loads of emeralds too, but you can get a lot more emeralds. Oh my god, get off my screen. You can get a lot more emeralds from villagers more easily, I suppose. So that's why the villagers are up even higher. And also because you can't just get villagers or emeralds from villagers, you can get loads of other things. So that's why villagers are reign supreme. They're the best. Now, let's see. Oh, I forgot the name of these guys, but the crossbow dudes. Do these guys drop emeralds as well? That's his name, Pillager. They can also drop emeralds. What? I don't know why, but something told me they just didn't drop emeralds. But I checked and they do. So, these things are gonna go up. Emeralds are just that good. Okay, the Ravager, I believe it's called. The Ravager. This thing is so strong and all it gives you is a saddle. Which I suppose is kind of cool, but I just get saddles from fishing. Or if I'm exploring in a mine, I'm bound to find one at some point. These are just an annoying mob. I know they give you saddles, but my god, the amount of times I've died to these things. This mob, honestly, it's really cool, but I think it just sucks. Is there any other Ravagers? No. Because I looked at another tier list and there was one with a Ravager with a mob mounted on top of it. But yeah, it might seem mean putting on F tier, but it's one of the only mobs in the game I don't enjoy fighting, even when I'm well armed. Speaking of mobs I don't enjoy fighting, well, this would make sense, but I've never fought a warden before, but I'm actually putting it all the way at the bottom. I know, shocking. It's really cool putting it above the Ravager actually, because it's a bit cooler. It's such an unbelievably strong mob. It should be a boss. It's not even considered a boss. And it's like, how much stronger than the, what you call it, the Wither? And it doesn't do anything really at all. Like, it is really cool. Like, it does loads of cool stuff. It's so well made. But to me, it just feels like there's no point in ever going to fight it. There's kind of just no reason it exists, I guess. That probably sounds really mean. It does a lot of cool things. Like, it genuinely does. But it's not even considered a boss for some reason, which I always thought was weird. Like, where's the health bar? It's so easy to die to it. It's dangerous to be around. Just, I don't know. The only really sort of cool thing about it is in those ancient cities, if you like try to loot some chests in there, you have a high chance of getting really good loot and enchanted apples, and he's kind of a thing you need to avoid. But I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the mob, personally. But anyway, Vexes. Oh, before I talk about the Vexes, I was trying to think of the name of the pillager and I just searched guy with crossbow from Minecraft. Oh, funny. Are these Vexes? They're sorta useful on Bedrock Edition because they actually drop their swords, unlike Java, but they're still an irritating mob. Like, these guys are evil. They're quite cool though, I won't lie. I'll put them above the Warden on E tier. Okay, Endermites. I cannot remember the last time I've seen an Endermite. They're kind of just a silly mob, but they're cool. Ooh, where will I put this? I'm gonna put it here. There we go. Next is the Guardian. Okay, Guardians are a really good way to get loads of Prismarine. There is a way to farm them, and you can also get loads of XP when the farm is made correct. I can't explain how to do it, but I just know you can do it. So I'm gonna put that up pretty high because you can get a lot of XP from them. I know XP isn't incredibly useful when you get your XP level to like 4 million. Like, you're not really gonna need it for anything, but you still get loads of Prismarine too, which is pretty cool. And it's a nice thing to build with. It just gives you pretty much unlimited amount of like Prismarine and Dark Prismarine and all that. But the Elder Guardian though gives you mining fatigue. It's just, I think it's no, I wouldn't say an annoying mob, but I just think it's a bad mob in my opinion. I understand what they were going for. Have this kind of boss-ish mob that kind of makes it more dangerous to go through the what you call it, ocean monuments. Although you can use milk to counter it, so that will bring it up to E for me. If you couldn't drink milk to get rid of potions or effects, I'd have that guy at the bottom. But thanks to milk, you're safe. Next is the slime. These are definitely a useful mob. I won't say they're the most useful in the world, but they're still pretty useful. Yeah, C tier looks good enough for me. Okay, shulkers. Okay. These guys are going probably all the way up here now. Up you go. But I don't know if I want to put it all the way to the top because you know what? They're going up right behind the evoker. Incredible mob. Shulker chests, shulker boxes, whatever the hell they're called. Incredible. Okay, husks. Literally just zombies, but they make you hungry. And they're a bit taller. I'm pretty sure they can't even fit through doorways, they're that tall. I don't know. They give you your own flesh, which is kind of pointless. They're a cool mob, I guess. God, I don't know. I'm gonna put it here. And then the zombie, I'm going to put just in front of it. It's a little better because they don't make you hungry. I'm going to do all these kind of zombie mobs here first. I'm going to try and speed through these because I'm using up a lot of storage screen recording this. I'm just going to put these here for now. The drowned, I guess they're a bit better because they give you a Nautilus shell. So I'm going to put it here if it lets me. Come on. Would you work? Thank you. And the zombie villager. I'm gonna put in A. Just because like it can give you a villager, which of course, best mob in the game, don't at me. But you know, you do need to cure it, so that does kind of bring it down a little bit. It's not as incredible. Okay, the strays. These guys are nasty. These guys are actually nasty. No, like these are one of the few mobs in the game that I don't enjoy encountering. But there's only one mob in the game I actually genuinely don't like in any shape or form, and that happens to be the next one. Phantoms. I know they're kind of easy to counter by sleeping, and I know they give you phantom membranes, but that's not going to make me like them much more. Yes, that's a bit better than them having nothing, but I still find them one of the most dumbest mobs ever added to Minecraft. I'm out there on a boat, going out traveling, right? And it's nighttime. I'm out there in the middle of the ocean. And I look up and there's about 12 phantoms constantly hitting me all the time. And I'm just like, leave me alone. I just go back to the Legacy Edition. Don't like phantoms, but blazes. These guys are good. Give you blaze rods, which are actually a fuel. I only found that out a few months ago. Quite a good mob, but they're not absolutely groundbreaking, but I'm going to put it up here in A tier. Very good mob. Creepers give you gunpowder, which is one of the most useful crafting materials in the game, in my opinion. I think gunpowder is really, really good. But I think creepers can really ruin your day. So, sorry, creeper. You were going to be an S tier, but the fact that you can really show up at the worst times, it brings it down to A. Because gunpowder can give you fireworks, which are really, really good if you use elytra wings. And, you can make loads of TNT, which is incredible if you're mining ancient debris. It's like one of the fastest ways to mine it in the nether. So that's why I find creepers just so good. Okay, ghasts. These guys can give you ghast tiers, but other than that, these guys suck. Like, they actually, if you don't have a bow of any sort, like, don't even bother with these guys. I'm not going to rank it that low, though. I'm going to rank it here. Because I just think these guys are nasty. Just trying to fight them with no ranged weapon, even if you're so used to it, like, you don't find it that difficult anymore, like, you used to find them that way. Because I'm kind of used to it as well. I can easily kind of just keep hitting the fireball back at them, but it's kind of boring actually. Because I'm just there waiting for them to die and it keeps missing. I'm like, ugh. It's kind of just not fun. It wouldn't be as exactly infuriating by any means, but it's more just like, here we go again, you know? But the next one is a magma cube. These guys give you magma cream, which is a pretty good, what you call a brewing ingredient for brewing potions, which is really cool. So this boy's going up top of B tier, but I don't know if I'd stick in A tier though, because those other things are just way better in my opinion. Okay, silverfish. Oh, no. There's nothing worse than the phantom. No, but silverfish. Oh my god, these guys when you're mining underground, you find those little dungeons, and then one silverfish appears. There's millions, and you're just dead. I had a horrible experience one day with that. I spawned in a world and spawned literally right above. Did I say dungeon? Right above a. You know what they're called? Those little places where the nether portal, not end portal is. Jesus Christ, it's got like loads of bookshelves and it's like a maze and stuff. Like that area. I can't think of the bloody name. But I got absolutely destroyed at Selfish and I got incredible loot and just died and lost. I was like, you know what, goodbye. But anyway, skeletons. These guys give you bones. We love bones. Bone meal. Yes. Great for growing crops and stuff. Pretty useful crafting ingredient. Gonna stick them right here in B tier. I think that's fair. I know strays are all the way down in F, which is probably a bit confusing to some, but no, I just don't. I never have a good experience with strays, so that's why I have them so low. And actually, I'm going to rank the frogs and the tadpoles now, because tadpoles are basically frogs, but they're considered different mobs here, so I'm going to rank them individually. So there's, where should I put this? I mean, they're quite a nice mob. You know what? Putting it there. But the frog, because like that's the thing, I know tadpole can go into a frog, but I'm just ranking them as actual mobs, as if, let's just say, for argument's sake, tadpoles will always be tadpoles, frogs will always be frogs. Frogs can at least give you a unique block, which makes them pretty useful. Because if it weren't for that, they'd kind of just be just there, I guess. So, I do gotta have a bit of respect for them, but I'm putting them about here. Because the froglet blocks are cool, but I wouldn't say their best looking block ever, but they're still unique. I'm actually going to. Yeah, why the hell's that cave spider? I swear I ranked the cave spider lower. What? How is it in C? What? Get down lower, bro. Yeah, that looks about right to me. Gonna make a few minor adjustments. Okay. Yeah. No. It's weird how I look at it again. I'm like, what the hell? What was I doing? Next is the wither skeleton. We're almost there. These guys at least give you a wither skeleton skull, which is good, I guess. They give you coal, which I suppose is useful, and stone swords, which I guess in some situations could be useful. But they do give you wither, which can be very dangerous. This is a hard one actually. You know what? I am putting it right here. Weirdly enough, right there you go. Actually, just sitting into the zombies there. I think it's just a little worse than a drowned, but better than zombies. Okay, the witch. Ooh, the witch is cool. I actually like the witch, but it can. It's never happened to me, but it can sometimes, accidentally throw a poison potion or whatever, and then kill loads of, I don't know, let's say pets you might have, or I don't know, farm animals you might have in a little enclosure or whatever. Like, just there's a low chance that could happen. But stuff like that could happen with the witch. But witches can still drop potions, which is a nice way to get potions earlier on in the game, so it's kind of nice. So I will put the witch up here, maybe? No. I'm putting it right here. Yeah, just below the rabbit. because the rabbit can give you a potion, but at least rabbits don't kill you. So yeah, which D tier? Okay, yeah, I figured out the Hoglin and Zoglin are completely different in the way that Hoglins actually drop food, and a good amount of it too, but they're quite dangerous. So I'm going to rank it just below the pig. And the Zoglin... Whoa, what am I doing? This is so awkward to use on mobile. I should have done this on the laptop or something. It would have been so much easier. But the... God, where will I put this Hoglin? I'm just looking at it now. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here. No, changing my mind. Hoglins, these guys are nasty as well. What the hell? Yeah, these guys are actually just so mean. Come on, get in there. There we go. Yeah, it's really been ranked that low. And these Zoglins are actually worse. They're kind of just a really silly mob, in my opinion. Like, they're cool. They do look really good, in my opinion. If I was ranking mob, like the character models themselves, the Zoglins would be up very high. But they drop rotten flesh, and they're pretty tough, so no thanks. Baby Zombie, pretty cool, but my god, they can be scary sometimes. Okay, we've only 2 mobs left. The Wither can give you Nether Star, which is an incredible crafting ingredient. So this mob's going up quite high. I wouldn't say too high though. This is a hard one. I'm really deciding between A or F. Excuse me, A or S tier. Ooh, this is a hard one actually. You know what? I'm putting it at the top of A tier. And the final mob, the Ender Dragon, F tier. No, I'm kidding. You don't really get anything from Ender Dragon except loads of XP, which is really nice. It's a cool boss. But where am I actually going to rank this thing? Ooh. I might put it actually at the top of B tier. So the Wither is the top of A and the Dragon's the top of B. Yeah, that is my Minecraft mob tier list. Every single mob ranked from worst to best. So here they are. Just scroll nice and slowly so you can get a good look of all of them. Okay, hope my phone doesn't explode with the amount of storage I used recording this video. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll make another tier list soon. See ya!